name is Ken McFadyen. I'm your new county administrator. I've been on the job into my third month now, and I'm very much thankful that I'm here in Alleghany County, and I look forward to serving you all with the Board of Supervisors. And tonight we're here to talk about broadband, but at other times, if you have other things on your mind, I want you to know that you can always contact my office. You can always get hold of me and talk with me about anything that it's of interest or concern to you, or even things that you think that we're doing really well. We want to hear about that too. So appreciate the opportunity to be here. What I'd like to do, and we all know that we're here to talk about the Virginia Telecommunications Initiative Broadband Project with the Craig-Botetourt Electric Co-op. But what I'd like to do is introduce the county folks who are here tonight and then hand it over to Maya Ashby with CBEC for the program. So of course we have Shannon Cox, who is our member of our Board of Supervisors representing the Boiling Springs District. Thank you for being here, Shannon. We've got Melissa Muncie, who is works in the County Administration Office and really runs the show, to be honest. If you want to know the real truth. We've got Suzanne Adcock-Nicely, who is our Director of Finance. In the back here, we've got Jonathan Fitch, our Director of Public Safety. So public safety and broadband really do go hand in hand. And let's see, we don't have our state representative here with us this evening, but I did talk with folks, the broadband manager who runs the state program in Richmond today, and maybe in the questions and answers we'll have an opportunity to address what I learned then this afternoon with the state. But at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Maya Ashby with the Craig-Botetourt Electric Co-op.
Thank you all so much for being here with us this evening. Like Ken just said, my name is Maya Ashby, and I'm the Director of Communications for Craig-Botetourt Electric Cooperative and Be Online Advantage, which is our broadband subsidiary. We usually just abbreviate Craig-Botetourt with CBEC and Be Online Advantage with BOA because you probably won't remember anything we say if you have to remember those the names of both of those companies. So BOA going forward, just to make it a little bit easier. We, again, are so excited to be here with y'all to tell you a little bit about the project we have going on here in Alleghany County. It's going to cover 370 addresses in the Crow's Hematite area, over a 42-mile radius in the county. So it's a huge project that we're, again, very excited to talk to y'all about. If you didn't get one of these flyers on the back table there, please grab one before you go. There's a lot of helpful information, our package information for our fiber broadband packages that we currently offer and will offer to y'all as soon as we are able to light everything up. We do have cookies back there, and also I do have a bunch of business cards back there. If you get to the end of the meeting and think of a question that you didn't get a chance to ask while you were here, please feel free to reach out. We want to make sure we get everybody's questions answered, even if you don't think about it right now. You think about it a couple months down the road or just want to reach out to see how the project's going, please feel free to reach out. And I will go ahead and pass it over to our CEO of CBEC and BOA, Mr. Jeff Ahern.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff Ahern. I'm CEO of Craig-Botetourt Electric Cooperative and Be Online Advantage. Started out with the co-op in 2017 as their system engineer. I've been an electrical engineer at two other co-ops, electrical engineer and operations manager and interim CEO at Title and EMC in North Carolina. I, fresh out of high school, started working at a telephone cooperative. So cut my teeth actually in telecom. Got my degree in electrical engineering. Power distribution was kind of my forte in college. So worked with a lot of poles, a lot of underground. Underground is very difficult in this part of the world. Grew up in the coastal area, worked served power Oak Island, mainland Dare County, all the way around to New Bern, North Carolina. And then from Savannah, Georgia, at the second co-op down to Brunswick, Georgia. So all coastal utilities. So when I came up here, it was obviously a challenge. I can tell you that. You know, we can. I think I'd rather deal with hurricanes. But ice storms are something else. But we'll get back to the topic here. Ken, I worked with Ken over in Botetourt County on our first fiber project. This was during the pandemic, so you can imagine the challenges that we had. We learned a lot, especially being locked into an office pretty much 8-10 hours a day. You can learn a lot about this stuff, and we did very well on that project over there, and it's still really good and resilient. As long as we can keep dump trucks out of it, we're good to go. We've leveraged as cooperative members, and I know most of y'all are our cooperative members, owners of this co-op. There's a handful of locations that are in this project that are outside of it, but it's within the existing Frontier footprint, and which is just down the road here. This project has 42 miles, as Maya said, of fiber within the project area, and there's an additional 45 or 46 miles of mainline backbone fiber that we're taking from the Gala Industries area back around through Eagle Rock. We're tapping into a substation that we have there, and back through Boiling Springs, tapping into that substation. So we're leveraging smart grid funding that we got from RUS to build these projects because we have no communication. Now, we do use Starlink. I mean, I've got a couple locations over here we're using Starlink, and it works well in certain situations. They use some funny IP addressing for the techies in here, but it does work. Now, once you get an extraordinary amount of folks that are using that same beam going up to space, it's a shared bandwidth. And so that shared bandwidth then starts degrading, and you may see buffering if you're streaming something. We have dedicated fiber pipes, basically. It's a channel that's allocated to your address. So it's not like we're sharing that distribution at a certain node. You're actually getting a dedicated pipe back to our electronics Stone Cold Gap, and then it's sent to Richmond, Virginia to a data center. With that, we can do, we're doing broadband at symmetrical speed, so we're not choking up down the upload speed. So you're getting the same speed upload as you do receive and download, which is great. I'll tell you, again, I have a cooperative mindset. I want to think about my cooperative members. I can tell you that the 250 by 250 is probably going to satisfy 95% of y'all's needs, because what you're getting there is ultra low latency. It's like 12 to 10 millisecond latency. I know this is very technical, but folks that are gamers, they like that. Streamers, they like that. So when you address a website, it almost immediately paints. And so that's what you want. Now, if you have a lot of devices connected to it, and we've got members that I've spoke to, and once they get connected, they're telling me we got 2 or 3 devices connected, and we can then take a peek inside and say, well, you've got 15 devices connected to it right now. Now, some of them may be smart devices like refrigerators or thermostats and stuff like that. But every little thing takes a little bit of bandwidth. And so that's when you start looking at the bigger packages. If you've got 2 or 3 TVs, you've got children, grandchildren coming in, you may see some issues or hear complaints from grandchildren. So the project area, as you can see, this comes in, we're actually feeding, let me back this out just a little bit. I'll kind of give you an idea. We're actually hitting the Boiling Springs substation area and coming down through this area, connecting near our substation right here at Bellinger. And that's how it's going to distribute out into this area. Now, we took in consideration the folks in West Virginia, later builds. So there is enough fiber count to accommodate future growth. And as we expand that network, we've taken that into consideration. The vast majority of this is going to be overhead. So it's going to follow our lines, and a lot of that, goes across national forest. So we're going to be starting construction here in the next few weeks. We're starting to receive material. In fact, I got a warehouse that's full of electronics on one side and spools of fiber coming in for this project. Local contractor, we're using Taylor's. Folks are from right here in this area. I got a few of them that live over in Greenbrier County in West Virginia. So good locals, they know this area very well because they bear hunt in this part of the world. The project is looking in shape. Right now, our projected completion date is June of 26. So we're looking at less than a year now. We started the ordering and the engineering processes in January. Going through and doing the low-level engineering work, we had to go pole to pole. And that happened, obviously, about the time we started seeing snow and ice and all that. So it did present some delays. We completed that about 2-3 months ago, and now we're actually doing make-ready work. So make-ready work is taking poles that will not meet National Electric Safety Code when we install our fiber optic cable. Now, we are able to build in electrical space, which means we're above most of the telecom, so we're right below our neutral. That allows us to have minimal make-ready work. But we do have a few areas that we're addressing right now where we have to maybe drop T-Mobile Lumos down in a couple areas to make sure that they and we meet the separation requirements, but that should be wrapping up within the next few weeks. Our plans are to start at the most difficult locations and work our way down, anticipating bad weather in December, January, and February. So that's kind of what we're looking at. We'll have 2 sets of contractors working from the Gala industry sides back over towards this direction, and then our general contractor who's doing the low-level construction here within the project area, which is the distribution nodes, are what they refer to as OLTs and ONTs. So there's the ONT. Now this is the equipment that would be in your house. It has what they refer to as a soft fiber drop. This fiber interfaces with the fiber coming in overhead, so it's a minimal hole. We may be able to use existing holes or infiltration points into the home. And this device will just sit like an Alexa or what have you on the tabletop. It has 2 POTS ports, which are plain old telephone ports. You can use your regular old headset. You do not have to have a special headset. We can take your existing phone number and port that number to our system so you won't lose your existing phone number if you want to hold on to it. Now, folks that are conscious about their budget, you don't have to have a landline phone. You can use your cell phone and push it through the Wi-Fi, which a lot of our members are doing. There are folks that like to have their traditional hardwired handset. To do that, you just plug into it. Once it's been provisioned or set up from our office, we'll request that phone number be ported to our system. It takes 2 to 3 days typically, and then once we receive that number, then we can allocate it to your address, and then plug your phone into it, and you got a dial tone. So it's $39.95 or $99 per month for unlimited phone service, no long distance in the lower 48, very low long distance anywhere outside of that. And I would recommend, we offer battery backup, but when you plug a battery UPS into this, into either the 120 volt input to it, or it has a plug for a special one that we sell. And you can get a UPS like that at Walmart for a minimal price. And it will run that device. You can actually size it to where it run multiple days without power. But this light, it's nothing but light going through that. So it transmits that light. Our other equipment has battery UPSs, and once it gets to Stone Cold Gap, we have a UPS there plus a generator backup. So all that has some redundancy associated with the battery backup. Also with that, when you have that UPS in, you also can connect to the internet as well. Assuming that everything at our delivery point where we connect to Mid-Atlantic Broadband going back to Rich Web in Richmond is running. And knock on wood, I've had it go down once from Mid-Atlantic Broadband in the last, since 2021 when we first lit up the network. And that was due to a new customer being cut in the Roanoke area, and they tapped into the wrong line. They tapped into ours instead of a dark fiber. So it took
on a landline in your house.
Yes, sir.
Be attached to that.
Yes, sir. You can plug your regular home line that you have right now. That Cat 3 connection, it'll plug right into that.
So Verizon or whoever's not involved, only you guys.
Only us. Yes, sir. That's correct. So what you do is, let's say you want to port your phone number. You give us your phone number. We then send through a universal system where we request that number be released from whoever the carrier that holds it. In 2 to 3 days, it's released. We then have it, and then we can port it to your device.
So charges on a phone, landline, right now we pay extra for long distance and all that sort of thing.
Yes,
what do we do here?
It's unlimited long distance within the lower 48. So anywhere under the contiguous continental United States is all
No
toll-free.
charge.
No, it's built into that monthly fee.
So you're
Yep.
saying
We know what that monthly fee is.
the $39 on top of this internet fees, right?
So if you wanted just phone service, $39.95 or $99, I don't recall exactly what the number is. It's right
Let's
there.
say 40.
40 bucks, that's right. If you bundle it with a broadband package, we take $10 off the price of the phone. Yes.
So that would be in addition to charges for this.
If you want the phone service, yes, sir. But you do not have to have broadband internet to have phone service. So if you only want phone service, we'll install this and you pay for the phone service only.
You do phone service and you don't have to have the internet.
That's correct.
If you do the internet service, broadband and phone, it would be additional for this price.
Yes, but we dropped the phone price by $10, so it'll be $29.95 on top of the price there. Yes, sir. And so, and it is pushing it through, so it's converting it over to electrical signal to power your phone, but then it converts it to light, and then it's transmitted down. And it's the same thing the telcos, telcos do. They take your electric signal, once it hits that central office, they convert it to light, and that's how it hits the outside world.
And this is all going through Craig-Botetourt.
That's correct, yes, sir.
I just want to make sure I understand, for the 114 addresses that are not in this project, the state has definitively agreed to make Starlink available, or?
They have awarded a contract to Starlink, and they need to complete the contract with Starlink. It's been in the news, in the Cardinal News, that SpaceX has not been pleased with the number of households, addresses that they've received in Virginia. They wanted more, so that could affect them agreeing to a contract for Alleghany County. We'll see, but as of right now, they've awarded the funding to Starlink for the 114. Yeah.